Hey guys, let's kick into our April 2024 Barra and Jacks unboxing, or in this case, unbagging, because it is too big for a box once again. Nothing to complain about there though, because look at this, we've got 7 lures in the box. That is heaps. There's just so much here, I don't know where to start. But I have to, so let's start with the Powerbait Nessie. This is the 7-inch version. Big glide bait. This would be awesome for up north, so you got your Proserpine and all those dams where you can actually sight cast barra. I have a feeling there's going to be a fair bit of footage of these. There's probably already footage that I haven't seen. I've seen a lot of flathead stuff. Jackson barra though, that's going to be insane on these. Got a treble just under the head there, so you shouldn't have to worry too much about your hookup rates. If your big barra is jumping around, it's also on a swivel, so it's going to not be able to throw it as easily as a lot of other ones that have a fixed hook. Super easy to use. You just twitch your rod tip and it's going to dart side to side. There's not a whole lot more to sort of think about when you're fishing these. You want to ideally not fish it too deep because it's not going to sink very fast. It's going to sort of just stay that little subsurface sort of area, so over rock bars that aren't deep you'll really be able to crunch some fish on this one. Next up in the box, something a little bit different, is the Honey Ball, another one from Berkeley. So it's 120 mils this thing, but look how fat it is across the top. I don't know if you can see it. It is really like a ball. It's a big fat ball with a paddle tail. Something a little bit different. So I feel like if you're fishing a few of the dams that the fish have seen everything, it'd be worth having a go at throwing this at them and seeing what their reaction is. I feel like a few fish are going to really crunch it. Maybe even work it over a rock bar for some jacks and that, but the big barra in particular is what I'd probably be focusing this on. It sort of has a bony brim profile, fatter body, kind of short, so it should get crunched. It's got a pretty heavy treble on the bottom as well as a single on the top, so your hookup rate on this guy, super easy. Forget about it. You're going to cast it, you're going to hook it. It weighs 52 grams, so you will be able to get a pretty solid cast on it, and you will be able to use your big heavy barra gear, but also going to be just fine on your jack staff, maybe not on your super light jack rods, being 52 grams. Just be a bit careful when you're casting. So that's another cool little addition to the box that you probably haven't seen before. The next one, let's have a look at, from Demiki, the Edge Shad. These are something that I've used a little bit myself. They're pretty cool. They're actually sort of, it's hard to explain, like a soft plastic buzz bait. That joint in the tail there, if you can sort of get a look at that, means the tail has a really fast action. So if you burn these up, that tail sort of can stay out of the water and just flick water, which would get a jack extremely excited, as well as a barra. Same sort of story with that Nessie. If you're sort of sight fishing big barra on a flat, if you can cast this up and just work it over their head, the commotion that this tail puts out is going to cause a lot of ruckus. It is a 5-inch plastic, so it's pretty much the first sort of size you'd be throwing for your jacks and your barra, that common sort of size. Colors are pretty cool. This one's just your plain pumpkin seed. You get some whites, a few different variations. Another really cool soft plastic to have in the box. Let's have a look at what else we got in it. Stick with the soft plastic theme from Fish Arrow. You know how much we love Fish Arrow at Tackle Club. 4.5-inch Flash J Shad. This is the SW version, so you've got slightly different texture on the plastic there. Big bit of foil on the inside. Big eye on the front. Jacks, crush them. We know that because we've used them ourselves for a lot of jacks. We've seen a few of the Gold Coast guys use these very, very successfully. Up north, they're just as successful. And just quietly, if you've got your forward-facing sonar, that foil inside, it picks up quite well. So just keep that a little secret, maybe on the barra tool, guys, and you will crush them. Let's look in the rest of the box we have. Still going. There's so much in this box, guys. We've got jig heads. So these are Barambas. Awesome jig heads. They're called barra jig heads because they can handle a barra. Have a look at that thicker gauge wire on the hook. You've got a toe point on the bottom for your treble to go onto. You've got that little gap there between your hook keeper and your head, I suppose, so that your TPE plastics will hold on there. Now these are going to be perfect for the plastics that are in the box, so that matches up perfectly with that flash J, as well as the edge shad. Super nice jig heads. We've gone with the 3/8 this time. Can't really go wrong with anything from Baramba. He makes a quality product, a seriously quality product. And let's keep going. Some more hooks. Trokars, these are just your unweighted versions. So, as I was saying with those Damiki edge shards, put them on this and burn them across the top. That tail is going to go crazy and it's going to look like a buzzbait. It'll get destroyed. Anyone who's fished with a Trokar knows that these would probably pull a truck. So, don't worry about your barra. Lock up, put some 80-pound leader on there and don't give them an inch. And to round out the box, something fun. This is a little axe drake from Damiki. Interesting sort of design. Have a look at the bib there. It doesn't go overly deep and it's a floating lure. It weighs, what does it weigh? 21 grams. But with this, it's going to dart under the water and just sort of slash around, I guess is the best word for it. But really aggressive rod tips will get this looking exactly like a darting garfish. So I know for a fact Mondi and a Woonga, this is going to get crunched by the barra. Any sort of rock bars in the estuaries where you're chasing jacks, it's going to look very much like a gar as well. And we know how much they love to get eaten by jacks and barra and all that sort of stuff. But if you're looking for a gar representation, this is awesome. You're going to get a solid cast. You've got 3 sets of trebles, so you're not going to miss many fish with that. And they are actually quite strong trebles on these, so you can really go hard with that as well. But that rounds out that barra box. It is very impressive how much is in there. It's a really good value. If you like the look of it, check it out on the website. Have a look at the one-offs if you want to try us out. Subscribe if you would like to, if you like what you see and you know what you want to get. Otherwise, if you would like to win this box, comment below in the video what's your favorite lure and what you'd tie on first, and you'll be in the running to win. So just keep updated and we'll let the winner know. Oh, well that's an awesome box. Thanks for that, guys, and we'll catch you later.